Hawaii has a special energy to it. I don't think I've ever been somewhere as welcoming both on and off the basketball court. Not only was the basketball culture electric, from the second we pulled up, it felt like family. So we did the tourist stuff, and of course it was cool as hell, but more importantly were the conversations, the relationships, and understanding a place that goes way deeper than what you see from the surface. This is Grow the Game, Episode 2, Honolulu, Hawaii.
Hiking in the Berks, in the Jesus 5.
Very aggressive.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Otherwise, it would have been hoop and kicks.
So that 12-hour flight from Miami to Honolulu wasn't looking too good. So we broke it up, stopped in LA real quick, connected with a few people, and then got it in.
So I think it's important as trainers that we hold ourselves accountable just as much as we hold our players accountable in terms of keeping care of ourselves and taking care of our bodies. Number one, just leading by example. Like we preach all the time to stay on top of your training, health, nutrition. But if an athlete walks in the gym and you're never working out, you're never eating the right thing, then it's hard for them who look up to you, who see you as a role model to take on that same behavior. Number one, just leading by example. Number two, like ultimately we are moving for a living. When we're on the court, when we're filming content, when we're doing a ton of things, we have to be able to move and move with quality. It doesn't mean you have to be the best mover in the world, but at least being able to move without being hurt or without constantly feeling pain is a huge benefit. And then number three is just having that energy and having that health to continue going, run that marathon where it's like you're gonna burn out if you're probably not taking care of yourself, if you're not taking care of everything that goes on the checklist, from working out to your mental health to your nutrition. If you're not able to keep up with that, you're probably gonna burn out as a trainer. And again, this is a long game. We're not gonna get rich quick off of this. So you gotta be, for the next 10, 15 years, healthy enough to be grinding every day, long hours, moving, talking. So that's the first box I make sure to check with myself before I go and preach to anyone else that they should be checking it with them. So taking care of yourself is, to me, a prerequisite to be a successful, not only trainer, but just person, entrepreneur, human in general.
So under 24 hours later, we're right back out. Somehow almost missed that flight, still had to get that content work done in the airport.
So we're here in Honolulu, Hawaii. This is the first of what's looking like 15 or 20 locations for this year. Really hyped to be here. It's a business trip for sure, but we also want to experience the island a little bit, poke around, experience the culture. I've always had an intense desire to just travel and experience stuff. So despite it being a business trip, and that's really the number one priority, I do want to have fun here and experience what it has to offer. So tomorrow and Sunday we have essentially 2 camps. So we're gonna have different age groups with a smaller gym with some COVID restrictions. We're gonna have probably 15 to 25-ish kids in each age group, so youth, middle school, high school. Gonna get them creative, unique, innovative work. Excited to work with them, excited to see what the basketball culture here is like, the culture in general. Get to it. So as you could imagine, the time difference here is absolutely insane. So woke up cool 5:30 a.m. feeling great. Figured we would hit the beach, get a little sunrise action, take a little walk, get prepared for the day. So, and yes, I am a sandals with the socks on the beach type of guy. Vicious.
Whenever you pull up in a new place, there's always just a certain energy. It could be the weather, it could be the people, it could be just your surroundings. But to me, it's always important to take that in first, kind of calibrate yourself to the area, and get a good feel for the vibes before you get into it.
Bro, I swear these Birkenstocks have been literally everywhere with me. For the past year, only shoe of choice. So I think it's cool to do the tourist stuff, and it's a part of every trip you take, but not even just for Hawaii, but really for the whole year and the whole lineup of cities and countries we're going to. I think the real important thing is to actually get in there and experience the real culture. And the cool thing about basketball is that it allows you to do that. Like, you actually get to see how people live differently. You get to see, you know, what, even within the basketball culture, how they play differently, how they communicate differently. And you can learn so much from that. And that's way deeper than just kind of getting to a place, experiencing the tourist stuff and getting out. So not only for this trip, but really for the entire year, that's what I'm really excited to emphasize, is like continuing to just immerse myself into the entire culture of the area.
So now it's time for the reason why we're here in the first place.
Yeah, I'm excited. Excited. Should have a good group. This spot is awesome, man. It's so tucked away, but it's amazing.
Chandler.
What's up, man? Coleman, nice to meet you. Yes, sir. I was like, where is this gym? And then I looked at the map that he sent me. I was walking up the stairs. I was like, yo, this is awesome. This is so tucked away.
It used to be a church.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. So this is like a chapel or something? Or this is like, really? Wow. Locker room.
This used to be a school back in the day.
Yeah.
So they stopped operating, and then when I got it, I was like, man, like this is a gym, like literally.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. People trip out when they come. It's like, am I in the right place?
This is the right place. So this is right after COVID when you took control. Nice.
Yeah. You just let me know what you need.
Yeah, for sure.
What I'll do is I'll take your leg.
Yeah.
When you start later on, so that way you can conduct clinic,
Cool.
and then I'll give it back to you. And
Awesome.
Maybe we'll take some photos.
Oh yeah, we'll take it for sure.
So this may sound corny, but these are like my playoff game. When I get to enter a completely new place, meet 60 new athletes, and have the opportunity to teach, inspire, and motivate, that's what I work my ass off for all year long. So it's only right we make a good first impression.
You're taking one dribble as fast as you can. This can be any move you want. Go, boom, one dribble out. I'm going forward, backwards. I can slow it down, speed it up. Oh yeah. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they're going at it. I just gave you guys the jump ball. Nah.
And I think one of the coolest parts about camps like this is that we're able to work with all age groups. I'm not able to work with those younger kids much anymore, but it's refreshing when I can get back to it.
Oh, that one! Good bucket. Good. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Yeah! Shit right there. Back as fast as I can. As soon as I see I'm back behind there, I'm redirecting my backwards momentum forwards. I need to see the bounce, bro. I need to see the bounce. At least something. I ain't gonna show it. There's like 3 kids in the first group like, can you dunk? I'm like, yeah, but not now.
The air in Hawaii is a little bit different.
It holds you down a little bit.
Let's go.
My name is Coach Kekla. We were really fortunate to have a trainer at his level here.
I got 2 sons here at the By Any Means basketball camp here in Hawaii.
It's just been really awesome to have you guys here. I just see a lot of the kids, they're just so excited with learning different aspects of the game, because
it wasn't just dribbling, or more how you react to certain situations, and the thought process in making the decision spontaneously.
We do follow on YouTube. We've been to several clinics. One thing we really love about this clinic was, it was punctual, it was detailed, and there were no cones. Everything was pretty much translates over to the game. Everything was partner assisted, realistic. The intensity was good, the instruction was good. Had a great time.
You know, for me as a coach and trainer, you know, I've been fortunate to find him on Instagram and follow him for a while. So, you know, being here in Hawaii, you know, our exposure is very limited to these kids, what they can get. You know, anything we can get from, you know, people coming here and visiting us and sharing their knowledge is greatly appreciated. And definitely I'm learning, you know, from what he's been doing so far here.
And I know my son got a lot out of it, and I know a lot of other kids did too. And so thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Hey, family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family.
You have a good one.
Hope you guys got some energy left for tomorrow.
Oh, I got unlimited energy for this anytime. So. What was that, 12 times rejected? 12, 13? Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think ideally, just whenever it's ready, we post it, just because I've been building up that hype, and I think people are more than ready for the app and the program. So I'm ready, but obviously want to make sure that everything's squared away on you guys' end. Obviously, it's not ideal, but I'm sure there's a flow that we can develop to work around that. What are your thoughts on that? Cool, sounds good. 11 will work fine. Just hit me up. All right, brother, appreciate you. Yes, sir. So app is pretty much ready to go. It's been months and months of work, but just got the call that after like 14 times being rejected by Apple, just different little logistical things, it's good to go. So with any software development, there's gonna be stuff like that goes on, but it took probably a month and a half to get the program done. More time to get the actual app done, but it's ready to go. So we'll let it rip here in the next couple, hopefully the next couple of hours, if not tomorrow. So it's good news. So I've had this draft queued up on my phone for a couple weeks now. Finally about to drop the app / the Lockdown Defender program. So, all right, here we go. Now or never. Yes, sir, it's up. Finally good to get it out. Been working on it, like I mentioned, for a few months, so still not perfect. We're still working on a few things, but one of my things is just pushing stuff out there, even if it's not fully perfected, just to make sure that everything stays moving. So finally getting it out. Excited to get people's feedback, continue to improve it, and see what people think of it. Let's go! Those are the groups that like you can really get into a flow state with.
I'm sweating already.
It's crazy how I'll literally look up at the clock sometimes and it'll be like 45 minutes in. I'm like, wow, I haven't even thought about it, because I'm just in such a zone where it's like the same zone that I used to feel when I was playing, of just like casting out. It's the same thing with training, where I'm just like, I'm not even focused on the next thing or the last thing. I'm so present.
Like this little lunge here, you follow him. So you're gonna go with that same leg. So let's say he goes out with the right here, you're going out with the one exactly this close to the thing. Alright, we're going 10 seconds, we'll rest 10 seconds, and then we'll switch and the other partner will be in charge.
I can't shoot like that, that's hard.
We'll do something to work on that with no defense, and then we'll come back and add something to it with defense. One more minute.
Oh, that's hard. Hey, foul, I won.
I love it out here, and the entire basketball community out here. So it's been fun. Hopefully you guys will take some stuff with you for sure. I'm not going to transform your game in 2 days, but I can help give you guys stuff that you can take for the next few years, and that will hopefully help transform your game. Like I said, you guys are the family, so I appreciate you for coming out. And
We definitely got to get a hike on one day.
But you guys should go up like on your cars, watch the sunrise, and then you guys got the beach right after.
Like tonight, I don't know what you guys are doing tonight. There's I don't know if Mai Tai is still going on, if you guys just kind of want to relax and hang out.
My man, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And one of the coolest parts, as you see, is that yes, they're learning from us on the basketball side of things, but on the flip side of that, we're learning just as much from them. They're giving us a ton of recommendations, where to go, where to check out, where to eat.
Hopefully I don't throw up all over this court.
Even helping us find some open runs. So it's only right that we take advantage of this and go experience everything Hawaii has to offer. But first, of course, even after a long weekend, gotta take care of business. The business, the content, everything that goes into it is always running. So I'm taking care of that first, and then we'll give ourselves a day to enjoy it.
As a location, I don't think I've felt anywhere more welcoming than here. Like, and I heard it beforehand coming in, but it's like just everyone being so inviting of us. It's like, and I'm sure like tourism is so huge here that it's kind of an interesting dynamic, but being able to actually come in and be a part of, you know, such a great culture is a really cool thing. So we're here at the Diamond Head Trail. It's basically hiking up into a crater, which is pretty cool. So like I said, a lot of the grow the game journey is just to explore and see new stuff that we can't see anywhere else. So being able to get out here and see everything that it has to offer is cool. It's a tough hike for sure, but it's fun to get into it. So getting it done.
I think that's a big thing about, you know, the way we operate, which I'm sure other, you know, tons of other people do, but like just one thing that I always notice is just how we're always trying to learn from them just as much as they're trying to learn from us.
I'll see a kid that I worked with at a clinic 3 years ago and be like, oh shit, like I remember certain details about them. So that's the cool part about it, just being able to meet people. And I mean, I think that's ultimately how you shift perspectives and change how you think and take the next steps.
Really out here risking our lives to get footwork drills.
So we were already kind of in love with the spot, but after we got to check it out a little bit more post-clinic, Hawaii is just a really dope place overall. It's a cool little mix of a ton of cultures, all the nature, of course the eats. You don't really get to experience all of this anywhere else in the States.
That's what them boys was working with.
I don't think y'all are ready for this. Oh my goodness. With the mac salad too.
What you got? What you working with?
Yes, sir. Already know. Let's take a look at yours.
I mean, they got the rubber band on me. Oh my God. Close back up.
Please give a round of applause.
And I mean, one of the things that I showed you this comment on my Instagram, someone was like, yeah, like I'm gonna change my game in 2 days. That threw me off because I was like, I think a lot of people view it as like, I'm trying to go in there and pose it as we can change their game in 2 days.
Yeah, no.
And that's why I kept hammering home in these sessions. I was like, look, you're not gonna come in here Saturday morning and by Sunday night you leave
getting offers.
Getting offers like a player at the next level. But whether that's like just taking one step up in how you embrace challenges, or learning one little technique, or learning one drill or one exercise that you can take with you and that helps your train, like just something that I can give them to take with them.
Yeah.
Yes, like we give them the free training programs, we give them a great experience, all that stuff, but even just beyond that, the intangible stuff of like being able to take something with you, that's way more valuable. I want these events, these camps to be so big for them and their mindset where it's like, this is something that this is an investment in myself. These 2 hours are when I come in and I take something with me to the rest of my career and use that to elevate rather than just those 2 days.
That pretty much sums it up. There's only so much we can do in 2 hours or 2 days, but it's about making such an impact so that our footprints aren't just those 2 days. They last for a while and even past basketball. So we're not going to show this long ass trip back. Definitely wasn't fun, but it was more than worth it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to continue to grow the game in different locations this year. So make sure to stay tuned for the camps, but also for these recaps.